It's me, Ihasnotomato here, the world's most forgettable Team Fortress 2 YouTuber, and don't you forget it. Welcome back to Ihasnotomato Responds, the show where I respond to various topics and questions related to this channel and things that I think about a lot. Today's video, if you might have noticed, is about why I am not done with Team Fortress 2, which may be a bit of an obscure title, but basically I'm going to be explaining in this video why I make Team Fortress 2 content still, why is that exclusively what I make, and, what do I think of it, But before we get into that specifically, I kind of want to give it a bit of background, and I want to do that by essentially explaining what does it mean to be a YouTuber. Now just bear with me here, I know this kind of sounds silly, but it'll all add up. As a YouTuber, or a content creator on YouTube, if you will, you have the ability to upload basically anything within reason. You can upload a video about your sickest frags and latest video game, TM, or you can make a video about the correct way to fuck a shower puff. What I'm trying to say is that there is an immense amount of variety. That's the whole point of YouTube, is you are allowed to just come in and upload whatever the hell you want. And that's all fine and good, but then you start to consider subscribers. Now, if there's one thing that I've learned in my 6, 7, maybe even 8 years in YouTube, I actually can't remember, is that consistency is key. That is to say that more people will be attracted to your channel if you consistently upload a particular topic. If you make your channel solely based around one topic or one idea, people are more likely to stick around because they'll look at your channel and go, well, I like this one thing, that one video you made. I like the rest of these videos and ones that you might be posting in future because I like this topic. It's a lot harder to gain subscribers if your content is all over the place. You just post random stuff all the time because they go, well, I like this one video, but all your other stuff just seems to be completely random, so I'm not going to subscribe or stay around or anything like that. So as a result, YouTubers are encouraged to essentially stay on the one topic and make their whole channel about it. And of course, a prime example of that would be Team Fortress 2, which I'll get into in a bit, but really it can apply to anything. It could be a certain video game, perhaps a reaction video, perhaps even just a whole channel based on filming shit in slow motion. The crux here is that is what the channel is about, and that's why people subscribe, because they know that that channel is about that thing, It's not all over the place. When they subscribe to it, they know what they're going to get, and that's why people like to subscribe, because they like to know what they'll be getting. Now, this is all fine and good. Most of the time, most YouTube channels are super into that idea. Hell yeah, I like this thing, my subscribers like this thing, I'm going to keep making videos on this thing. And it's all fine and dandy for a while, but then something happens. You see, this is an inevitable part of life and just things in general. If you indulge yourself too much in one thing, you will get sick of it. It's as simple as that, really. Of course, it varies from thing to thing. Say, I like eating this food a lot, but if I eat tons of it in one afternoon, I'm gonna be sick and never want to touch it again, as opposed to playing a video game where I can play it for an entire week and not get sick of it. It differs from game to game and thing to thing. But it's just a fact of life that if you expose yourself to something for just too much in a short period of time, you will get sick of it. You'll not want to do it anymore. You'll want to do something else. It really doesn't matter what it is or how much you love the thing. It will happen. And this is unfortunately something that I've seen many, many times on YouTube, where people have essentially exhausted themselves from the topic of their channel. See, they know that people like the topic, so they keep making videos on it. But the problem is that they're not giving themselves a proper break or a chance to breathe, or even diverting their focus onto anything else to allow themselves to properly enjoy the topic that they're making videos on. Say, for instance, again with the slow-mo guys, even though that's a really fun, interesting concept, if they were doing it every single day, trying to find a new thing to film in slow motion every single day, it's gotta get tiring. It doesn't matter how fun of a concept that is, you keep doing it every single day and uploading every single day. You eventually get sick of it. You're like, I want to film something else that's not in slow motion. You know what I mean? Maybe you want to do fast motion, maybe you want to switch it up, maybe you want to change it. And so a lot of YouTubers start finding themselves in this position. They find that this topic that they've been making videos on for however long is really starting to wear thin on them. They want to switch it up, they want to change something. And unfortunately, that something that they do differs from person to person. Some people might just want to switch it up and just make a random new video on something completely different. Some people will go to the extreme and just quit that thing altogether. I personally think that that's an overreaction, because I believe that if you love something like that and you overexpose yourself to it, you just got to give yourself time and give yourself a break from it, and eventually you'll want to come back to it again. I've always felt this with Team Fortress 2 over many years. You know, I've been overexposed to it in the past and needed to take a break for maybe even a year or two, but then I'd come back to it fresh as a daisy and super into it, you know. That's the trick, really. You got to be able to pace yourself. You got to be able to, you know, allow yourself breaks. You can enjoy anything until the end of time if you know how to pace yourself correctly, but unfortunately with YouTube, it's a very demanding thing and it's difficult to do sometimes. But like I said, many YouTubers come to a point where they just want to do something different. And then they take the gamble of, is their audience ready for something different? Now I know everyone's talked about this before, but I got to bring it up. Pyrojoe. For those of you who don't know, Pyrojoe is of course a very prominent Team Fortress 2 YouTuber. And very recently he decided he wanted a bit of a mix-up in his content and decided to post a Fortnite video. Now whether or not you like Fortnite is kind of irrelevant to this. The thing was that he posted a video about a game that wasn't Team Fortress 2 and people just responded in so much hatred. I will admit that yeah, some of it was just hatred for Fortnite, but people came to his channel wanting Team Fortress 2 content. And they got one video from Fortnite, they started to worry that he was done with Team Fortress 2 content, that he was moving on to Fortnite, because they've probably seen it happen before. In fact, again, if you're prominent in this Team Fortress 2 community, you probably can name a few people off the top of your head who were once Team Fortress 2 YouTubers and then moved on to another game, whether it be Overwatch or Fortnite or what have you. And I guarantee you the main reason they did it is because, you know, they might have just overexposed themselves to Team Fortress 2 and wanted a bit of change, you know, they just wanted to change something up. And some of them might have just gone that extra mile and gone, I'm just done with Team Fortress 2. Not I'm taking a break or anything like that, I'm just done. And that kind of sucks for the subscriber, I'll admit, but you gotta understand that it might be really good for the creator. They might feel refreshed, they might feel way more into the videos, and I think that's really important. I'll talk more about this in a bit, but I personally think that the number one person who should feel good about making a video is the creator themselves. If they're not enjoying the videos they make, then you got a big problem. It'll come through in the video, I truly believe that, but I'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, Pyrojoe tried to step out of the box and he was treated with a lot of hostility. Now, of course, that was a very gross display of the community and what they can be like. And I think that really sucks that happened as well. If anything, it would send a message that maybe I don't want to make Team Fortress 2 content for these people who are just ravenous about it, you know? Now, I should also say, this doesn't just apply to Team Fortress 2 content, it applies to anything, you know? Again, I don't know why I keep using the slow-mo guys, it's just a random thing that's in my mind right now. If they just started posting random videos that weren't related to it, they will definitely get a portion of their subscribers saying, I don't want this shit, bring back the slow-mo. I subscribe to this channel for slow-mo videos, what is this, you know? It's just a fact of being a YouTuber. Now you might be thinking, but there are YouTubers out there who post just completely random content and they're super popular, say Markiplier or PewDiePie or, you know, those people. Or even, specifically, Dunkey. As you probably saw, I used his name in the title, and I'll tell you now about the Dunkey story. There is what I like to call a point in a YouTuber's career which we're all striving to get to, or should strive to at least. I call it the YouTuber's dream. It is a transition where suddenly the people that subscribe to you change why they are subscribed to you. Allow me to explain. For those of you who don't know, Dunkey actually used to be known primarily as a League of Legends YouTuber. That's actually how I found him, because I used to be into League of Legends, believe it or not. He was very well known in the League of Legends community for making League videos, and that's what he primarily did. That was until one day he, like many others, decided he'd had enough. He'd done enough of League of Legends, he was sick of the game, he was sick of playing it, he was sick of making videos for various reasons. You can watch his video for full details on it, but he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. He didn't care if his subscribers left or not. He just wanted to make videos about whatever he wanted. And Dunkey managed to pull it off. I call it Dunkey's greatest triumph. He was able to break out of the name of being a League of Legends YouTuber to just a video game YouTuber. I don't even know what category he fits into anymore, to be honest. He just does his own shit and people love it. Why? Because he managed to get up to a threshold where more of his subscribers were subscribed to him not for his League of Legends content, but for him. Because they loved his personality. They loved just him. And it didn't matter what kind of videos he made at that point. The majority of his subscribers just liked to see him. As long as he was in a video, it would work. Same goes for Markiplier or PewDiePie. It doesn't matter what kind of video they make, really. As long as they are in it, their subscribers will be happy. And that's that golden point that I feel like many people try to get to, is they just want their subscribers to like them for who they are, to say it like that. Again, that's not to say there's anything wrong with making consistent content if you enjoy it and stuff like that. There are still many huge YouTubers that consistently make the content that they like to make, but you will notice there are many of them that just want to split out a little bit and just test the waters, you know, just to give themselves a break from what they do. And then they'll come back refreshed and rejuvenated and they want to really get into it. I think that's a really cool thing, and I think that every YouTuber, you know, kind of wants to get to that point, just so they can feel free to make any kind of content without, you know, a ton of backlash potentially. Again, I want to clarify, that's not to say that they don't like the content they make. Everyone is different. Every single person is different, 100%. Right? Everyone's situation is different. Everyone's feelings on the topic that they produce is different. But I think this is just an important thing to keep in mind. Like, this is, from my observation, you know, how things have gone down and how they've happened, and, you know, the general consensus, you know. I feel like it's a kind of topic that people try and stray away from, but I don't know, I feel like it's important to understand. Now we come to the video where we turn the spotlight on me. Now, as many of you know, I do make Team Fortress 2 videos primarily, consistently. Well, you know, I do make Team Fortress videos primarily. In fact, that's all I do on this channel now. I even changed the channel name to Ihasnotomato Team Fortress 2. Now, one of the things I should also say right off the bat, I do definitely have people who follow my work and they just like me and they're happy to see whatever I'm in. And that's really, really cool. But again, that's not everyone, you know. A lot of my subscribers, they just want to see the Team Fortress 2 content, and that's perfectly fine. There's literally nothing wrong with that at all, okay? Just clarifying that right now, you know. Everyone's different, everyone's into different things, you know. And I'm just pointing that out there. Obviously, if I made like a video randomly tomorrow that was like a different video game, there would be definitely a few people that would like it, when there might be others that don't. Just putting that out there, right? Now, I made the decision to make this YouTube channel just 100% Team Fortress 2 related, because it felt like a really good idea to me. I love Team Fortress 2. I've been making videos on it and playing it for years and years and years. Like 9 years I've been playing TF2 for, I think. And a lot of people really love to see my videos on it. You know, it's by far like my most popular videos on this channel. People like it. I like making it. So I'm going to keep making it. But what about, you know, that thing I was talking about before earlier, where exhaustion from Team Fortress 2, like, you know, am I getting sick of it? Is there going to be a point where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore? Well, no. And I'll explain to you why, or rather how. You see, this might come as a surprise to many of you, but I don't actually play Team Fortress 2 every day. Yeah, sometimes I don't even play it every week. Sometimes there's even a couple of months where I might not play it. But I still produce content, so what am I doing? Well, as many of you may or may not know, I am actually also an artist at the same time. I do have other projects to keep my mind on. This is a way for me to A, pace myself, and B, work on my other projects that I enjoy. And what I do is I kind of go through moods, right? Where, say I'm super into Team Fortress 2 or making Team Fortress 2 content, so I'll make a bunch of content for Team Fortress 2. I will play it and enjoy it, and I'll record it and I'll write scripts for it and just have a really good time. And then when I'm feeling a little bit off of that, I'll start going on to my other projects. I'll go into my comic and start working on that. Or maybe if I want to play a different game, I'll work on AIM Industries. For those of you who don't know, that's my collaboration video game Let's Play channel kind of thing, where we just play whatever we enjoy. You know, I have a lot of different outlets for myself, and I feel like that's something that every YouTuber really needs, you know, specifically if you make specific content. Have many outlets, you know, allow yourself to, you know, have those places where you can just make whatever you want to make, you know. I think it's really nice because I don't play Team Fortress 2 every day. It means I have much longer breaks, right? But the breaks are always long enough that by the time I get back into playing Team Fortress 2, I'm really excited for it. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm super down for playing Team Fortress 2. Let's go, it's been a while. And that way it keeps the enjoyment up, you know, and it keeps that feeling throughout my videos as well. Like I said earlier, I do value that feeling very much so. I never want to make videos that I don't want to make, you know. I'm the one who plans out the videos, I'm the one who chooses what videos to make, and I'm the one that puts my heart and soul into it, you know? You know, I wouldn't have made that animation for the last video if I didn't love making it, you know what I mean? And I don't want to force myself to do stuff like that if I think, it's just for views, it's just for subscribers. No, I got to enjoy it as well. Because if I don't, I feel like it won't come through in my videos. Of course, I want to say, again, just clarifying, this is all just a personal thing. Again, every single YouTuber is different. You know, no one has to do it like me or anything like that. This is just the way I do it. Because I just like to pace myself, and I have many projects that I like to work on. Some might even say I have more projects than I probably can handle to work on, but I enjoy it. I enjoy all of them. And I give myself breaks from one by working on the other, and I pace myself and I move around the place a lot, and I do all these kind of different projects and stuff that I enjoy, and I want to put my heart and soul into all of them. I want to put that extra love, that extra little, that kiss on top, that little Ihasnotomato seal of approval. I should also mention I am human. Sometimes, you know, projects they'll go a little bit over time, and it's a little bit difficult to push them out. I'm not perfect example of this scenario, because I know that there's been a couple of instances in the past where I've said, oh, this video was a little bit difficult to make, to get through to the end or whatever, mainly due to me overworking myself and working too hard on the project and not allowing myself a break or something like that. But I just thought I would explain, this is why, this is how I make my Team Fortress 2 videos, because I allow myself to take breaks from it. I work on videos when I'm super into it, and I pace out my videos as well, so you guys don't have too long of a break, although it does happen sometimes. You know, and that's why I'm confident I can keep this channel just Team Fortress 2 videos, you know, because I love Team Fortress 2, and every time I come back to it, I still love it, and I'm super excited to make a new video for it and stuff like that. I often have videos, you know, ready to go, scheduled to pace it out and like allow you guys to see things as they come out. And I have plans for many videos in the future. I have, if you've seen on Twitter, I have this ever-expanding list of videos that I want to make in the future, and I'm thinking of them all the time. I got little ideas for them that I write down. I go, oh, this is a good idea, and all that. And that's just because I really just want to make good content that I enjoy and you guys can enjoy. And that is why I'm not done with Team Fortress 2, and I don't see a foreseeable future where I will be, really. But who knows? I am, like again, I said, I am only human. You know, I'm not perfect or anything like that. And everyone is different. These are things to keep in mind. You know, everyone's goals and aspirations are different. Everyone's workflow and projects that they work on are all different. No one's the same as me necessarily. I just thought it was an interesting topic because it is something that I think about every now and then, and I thought you guys might enjoy hearing about it. But anyway, yes, like all the others, if you have a topic that you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments, and I might get to it at some point. But anyway, I have been Ihasnotomato. You guys are as pretty as songbirds, and I'll see you guys next time.